the safest thing I can do is crawl. So I was crawling over the crawling back to the apartment block. But there were people turning up for holiday, and it was like me with like bin liners hanging off me. No, no real clue what was going on other than all these headlights, thinking, "Oh my goodness, I hope they don't recognise me tomorrow."
Hello and welcome to another episode 19, in fact,
Woo!
of Stickle Bricks and Chill. The show gives a nice little dose of nostalgia, and whilst also reminding kids that, I don't know, I haven't quite yet decided if it's just how good they've got it now or actually how bad we had it. Anyway,
It's not
I'm
the
here
same thing.
as always with the wonderful Kate Penfield. Yeah, but that's not what I meant, Kate, but that's fine. Kate, how are you? You're right.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you? This is Geoff
Yes.
Jones. He didn't say his name, so
Did he
yeah.
not say his name? Oh, well, I
No.
am one half of the nostalgia duo, Geoff Jones, and I'm here with the absolutely wonderful Kate Penfield, who's gearing up for Edinburgh Fringe, comedian
Count,
extraordinaire.
counting down the days. Yeah, it's very exciting times. So
Are you meeting any of the other local comedians? There's quite a contingent out there.
there's quite a few up there. I'll see. I'll see how much time I've got.
Yeah.
It's all looking a little chaotic at the minute. So I've
Well,
never
we
used a diary so much.
we can't wait to hear all about it, and hopefully some videos and pictures that will be shared all over the Sticklebrick social media.
You just
Uh,
want to see the karaoke, so
I
because I
want to
refuse
see
to
it
sing on
all.
here.
I want to see it all, and especially the karaoke. Yeah, I've done enough singing. It's about
I'm
time.
I'm actually a little bit husky because I've had very like three longer journeys, so two gigs over an hour away, in the last few days, and I've been
You're
belting my little heart
practicing.
out. I've been singing because I don't want to sing. I've got to do the karaoke three times, and I don't two of them on the same day, so I don't want to sing the same song. So I've been exploring alternative options,
Oh.
and I realised Pink on repeat. It's not a good way to keep your voice. So yeah.
Well, will you be having a little bit of Dutch courage? Maybe an alcopop or two. See what I did
Oh,
there.
nice little segue.
Thank you very much.
Um, After a misspent youth of alcopops, probably not an alcopop ever again.
Ever again. Well, well, I don't know. I think it's pretty obvious. But what are we talking about this week, Kate?
We are talking alcopops from the
Alcopop,
90s. Woo woo.
the defining year of or decade of the alcopop.
Crikey. Yeah, what was your go-to alcopop of choice?
I like Metz, which I cannot remember for the life of me. It was in a silver bottle.
Was this an Emsworth special?
It was not an Emsworth special. It was obviously normal size bottle, but it had a silver kind of, it was fully contained in a silver wrap and with the word Metz on it. Obviously, I think it's probably a vodka based. They all pretty much were back then, weren't they?
What flavour
Um,
was
I don't. Metz flavored. It was Metz flavored.
it? Was it on par
But
with Smirnoff Ice that tasted like
it was
drinking
that.
washing up liquid?
I think it was kind of like an alternative to the Smirnoff Ice. So it was that, but I don't know, it tasted more metallic or something. But yeah, I like to Smirnoff Ice as well. But I'll be honest, it was pretty much it was whatever was on offer
Okay.
back in the day. If you could get two for a fiver or four, well, probably not even a fiver back in those days. They're a quid each.
I was going to say they were cheap and cheerful, but yeah, used to have to be really careful, and I still do. Not that I don't drink anymore, but if I have anything alcoholic with blackcurrant in, I can't tolerate it. Yeah,
Really?
literally, yeah, it makes me really sick. So as much as if there were like flavors of choice. Blackcurrant was the one that like tasted the better one, but not later on in the evening.
Is it too many snake biting blacks, or was it this year Bacardi Breezer
Oh, it's like
raspberries?
VK, like yeah,
Oh,
the what
vegan.
yeah, whatever I could get in Jumping Jacks, which was like my go-to place of choice. So,
Jumping jack. That's
well,
I saw a thing about jumping jacks. It's not jumping jacks anymore, right?
oh, it closed down a long time ago. Yeah,
Yeah, but it's something else. I can't remember. I just
oh,
from
it's been demolished in
random I
Southampton.
saw. Oh, okay, maybe a different one, or maybe it was just someone reminiscent. I don't know, but it's yeah. So VK, so get up the Bacardi Breezer. That was always a staple, wasn't it?
That would be my preferred. So if uh, Jumping Jacks never had them, but pineapple Bacardi Breezer would be the one I would go for.
Oh, a pineapple
Yeah,
breezer, eh?
yeah.
I'll have a
When
pineapple breezer, please, barman.
when I was on holiday back in June, they had some rip-off versions of the Bacardi Breezer, and yeah, they had some pineapple ones, and I thought, no, do you know what? Like,
Go
that
on.
should stay in the
Get
past.
yourself
So,
down the park and crack open a couple of cheap Bacardi Breezers pineapple substitutes.
no, I never drank in the park.
Never drank. Oh, she never lived.
Oh, I think you know when these stories come out, I'm thinking, I'm not sure I should have told those ones, but the
But
first time I got drunk, it wasn't a legal age, shall we say. I was around my friend's house, Diamond White. Oh my God, that was evil stuff. I
oh, the
don't,
cider.
yeah, I
Oh,
don't even remember
nice.
how many I had, but yeah, I we were watching a film. There was a group of us. Fell asleep on the sofa, started sleep talking, and scared the cat. The cat. I must. Apparently, I was shouting at the cat. The cat ran away. Didn't come back for a few days.
I think that's
Obviously,
because of the
I
diamond
don't
white.
know. I don't know. They blamed it on. I had no recollection, obviously. But yeah,
Nice.
I was quite. Obviously, we don't condone underage drinking. I was
Not
quite poorly the following day, and that was my penance for drinking
it
Diamond
is
White.
irresponsible, and you should not do it. And this is what I always say to my kids. I When they say, "Yeah, but you did it, Dad," or "You did something," you always tell us not to do that. So yes, but my job isn't to make another me, because me back in the day was a bit of a douche canoe. He just wasn't like he's not the kind of person you want to emanate to be. Um, and so
See, I
yes,
just don't tell
so
the kids all
kids,
these stories. Like
yeah.
the first time they'll know about the story is if they listen to the pod, which they will do.
Well,
They won't have a choice. But
Well,
um,
our demographic is firmly set at the 40 plus, well, 35 plus year olds. So we're hitting the exact demographic, so we're okay.
oh,
I'm sure
yeah.
there's people out there did worse. I mean, yeah, Diamond White Lambrini.
Oh, I was more
That
Lambrusco.
was oh fair, fair. You went in straight in. No, 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 no. I was on the Lambrusco. I was because that was like cheap wine, right?
I mean, you can still get it. That was
Really?
okay though. So I remember Sunday lunch. I think this is why I'm off alcohol. Like Sunday lunch, when Mum was cooking it, if there was a bottle of wine, it would be a bottle of Lambrusco or Milch. I'd go
Oh,
Lambrusco.
Leaframilch.
I mean,
That's
that was like paint stripper.
You could get that. Joan used to being able to do a cheeky ferry over to get the duty freeze, and leaf from Welsh
Oh,
was always a good one to bring back because it was cheap as hell. Um,
yeah, there was a
had a
reason for it.
kick.
It was
Yeah,
grim.
it was. Ah,
Oh,
I tell you, is Bacardi Breezer, is that still around? I haven't seen one
I don't think so.
because they were everywhere. And if someone dropped the ball and Bacardi Breezer went bust, then someone messed up. So I know they're
So
not as popular, but I think they can. I mean, still a mainstay. You can still get WKD Blue. So
you can't get the Iron Brew one because
there
they
was
used
an
to.
Iron Brew one.
Yeah, that was the one that started off. It was like nuclear orange color. It
Yeah. Oh,
it it should have been. I
yeah. I
thought of a
think.
joke the other day. um, the 80s and 90s was really preparing us for now, wasn't it? It was like the future's bright, the future's orange. Then we had the tango advert. Now we have Trump.
It's
The future isn't bright, it's trumped.
it's metamorphosed. Maybe Trump is the tango man.
Maybe it was an
The age would
analogy of
fit.
what we would all want to do when Trump got to
Yeah,
Paris, just go up and
slap
smack him on
him.
the cheeks. Not that I'm
Oh
condoning that either.
no! And if the CIA or whoever are listening, then Kate said it, not me. Uh, what's that
I
red
had
dot? What's that red dot on your chest, Kate? Oh, yeah, it's just a sniper there. Yeah. It's all
it's
fine.
too many Iron Brew flavoured Wickeds or
I'm
WKD, whatever you want to call. Because we used to call them Wicked.
yeah,
WKD. I
yeah.
don't know why, because it was missing a few letters.
It was missing a few letters, but I think it obviously did stand for Wicked. I don't know why I said WKD Blue. Maybe that's a
I think.
regional thing. Because
Oh well, no, because I've heard them called both. So.
I, we're not here to answer the big questions. I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, what did you call WKD Blue stroke Wicked? Because you didn't call it Wicked Blue, did you?
If you saw Trump, would you run up and do the tango
Would you?
advert on him?
But we also don't condone violence on here.
No, it's just asking the question. Would
Just
you?
asking
They
the
can
question.
answer no.
Oh, God. Do you remember Hooch? Hooch was one. That was another vodka. That was basically just vodka and orange, but it was really weak. But it's
I
nice.
saw
You
that the
know,
other
it was
day
orangey.
though. Oh,
That's still knocking about. Are you sure it's in
it
date?
is. Probably not. It'd probably be vintage now.
Yeah, I've got this nice 98 bottle of Hooch.
Yeah, let me go down to my hooch cellar.
That you know what that sounds. I don't know what it is, but hooch cellar sounds very Epstein Island. Like I'd never show you my hooch cellar. But,
Let me show you my collection of alcopops.
oh,
But
oh,
now
I
they
would.
have like these little cocktail balls. Have you seen these? They're like, um, it looks like it's kind of a tennis ball size, but if you chop the top and
Yeah.
the bottom off, and then they're like basically what
Wait,
we used to
you
have
chop the
with
top and the bottom
squashing.
off?
Well, yeah. So if you were to chop the top and the bottom of a tennis ball off, so you could stand it up,
Oh, so
that's what these look like. Yeah.
you don't chop the top and bottom of
No,
the drink, right? Yeah.
no. But kind of like what we had. The little plastic cartons with squashing. It's their equivalent now, but there's like an Alco like ready done cocktail. And the
Oh.
cans of ready done cocktail. There was one I tried a few over Christmas. Again, I don't normally drink, but just I was out I was out with the kids that are adults that can drink, and there was these offers for like Malibu and Coke or like Malibu and pineapple, and I'm like, oh, do you know what? I'm just going to see what they're like, just rather than commit to buying a full bottle of spirit. They were grim. It was
Yeah. I mean,
like
you've got the
drinking full on sweetener.
pina colada ones and
No,
passion
don't
fruit.
bother.
Well,
They're
no,
awful.
I've tried them. Sometimes you just need something for your pocket, and unlike you, I do. I, I like to. I like to experience a plethora of alcoholic drinks. Um,
I know.
uh,
from,
don't
from the
say it
other
like that. You'll give me anxiety, Kate.
No, from when we did the other podcast, and
Yes,
you'd had a few sherbets, yeah.
I was the funniest person I've ever met. That's what usually gets me in trouble as well.
I think it's due to 3 years of working on holiday parks, and it has put me off alcohol for
Oh.
life.
So I didn't drink vodka for it must be somewhere between 10 and 15 years, about 12, 13 years, because and anyone who knows me, cover your ears. Um I was 15 and went on the Pride de Bilbao. So it
Booze
was
cruise.
but it was found we actually was doing it to go on holiday to Spain, and I went with well, we invited my friend Chris Grigg, I haven't spoke to almost since that day. We got because we weren't, you know, we went, we'd had the beer at Christmas, and we'd had or something like that, which usually tasted, it's Foster's. So it was like half was lemonade by the time I realised, that I didn't like it. And but we were like, oh yeah, should we get some vodka, right? And then we got my sister to go to the onboard ship, get vodka and 2 bottles of Coke. So we were walking around with a litre vodka and 2 bottles of 2 2-litre bottles of Coke. I went back to the room, and then we are like, oh, I don't really want to carry around the Coke as well. And my mate Chris didn't like the vodka anyway. So I was just swigging it from the bottle, thinking, what's the
Oh,
worst that could
crikey.
happen? I
Oh dear.
Then things got a little, that in films where people are like passed out or they've been like, I don't know, drugged or something, and they close their eyes and every so often they open them and they see a different scene happening in front of them, and then they close it again, and then they actually
Was
had
it
that. And yeah, I was okay. Yeah, we slept in. We ignored the radio from the captain saying that everyone, you got like 20 minutes to get off. But it was when we were walking through, probably not looking very well, and there was people staring and covering and whispering their mouth. I was like, oh,
what do we
no,
do? It's
what?
like hangover.
It was literally like, I remember a bit when I was at the bottom of the stairs. I remember being in the onboard club because we snuck in when the bouncer was distracted. I remember my mate dragging me across the floor, going, "Look, the girls, the girls!" I literally dragged. I had a carpet burn and everything.
Crikey.
Yeah, so I didn't drink vodka. Well, well, certainly not in that form. In alcopops, I did though, because that was basically just drinking the
Oh.
mixer with that,
I
came
I
with it.
remember doing a booze cruise with some of the kids from youth club. I was very much underage still. I must have been about 16 maybe, but definitely not 18. And we did it. I'm trying to think when Southampton you used to be able to get Southampton to Cherbourg,
Yeah,
Stena Sea Link, and then you'd have a
extend the
DJ going.
seat.
Yeah. Um,
Oh.
they're nowhere to be seen now. It's like the Titanic, they've gone down somewhere. But they, they used to have a DJ on, and I don't know at what point he must have like finished at some point during the evening. But yeah, I was in the DJ booth and like getting a lesson on how to DJ from him, and yeah, everyone else was having a bop away, and then I don't remember. I mean, we must have just fallen asleep in the bar because we didn't have any cabin or anything. No, we weren't paying for that. And then
That's old school.
there was one kid that used to really annoy me at youth club and couldn't speak French. And when we went to get something to eat in France, asked me how to order a burger, and I showed him which one it was and got my own back because he ate a horse burger that day.
Oh,
I've still would never. I don't. If he if he listens to this now,
hey,
he'll know I ordered him horse burger. But yeah,
evil genius. Oh.
obviously I don't condone feeding people horse meat.
Well, I mean, if it's on sale, then it's fine, I guess. Unless
Don't
they're
pick on yeah, don't pick on someone that can speak French better than you can if you're going to France.
so,
So
so my earliest we used to go abroad. Well, as I just mentioned, we went to France one year, and this time I must have been. Oh yeah, maybe I did have a couple of drinks before that, because I remember being again maybe 14 and someplace in France, and I learned "de bière s'il vous plaît," and it was like 2 francs, and this guy was just like, "Oh, there you go," and it's like, because you could
not two
drink,
blokes called
you
Frank.
yeah, because you could drink at like 13 or whatever it was, and they're like, "We sir, oh we monsieur," I was like, "Thank you very much." Um, I don't think I really liked it. It was just more the thrill of being able to do it.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, I think the worst night I've ever had drinking wise was um one of my friends worked Haven after I'd left and invited me down to they used to do competitions, and like at the end of the season they'd bring all the competition winners back and have like end of season finals, and she'd invited me back to be a judge. And one night after all the judging had finished, we hit tequila. Um
Ooh.
we had quite a lot of tequila, and went back to her static caravan, and I was sleeping on the sofa, but sleeping on a sofa with the whirlies when the whole caravan is spinning is not a place you
Oh,
want to be.
oh, tequila, your Quavos, and that is the one. I like many different types of alcohol, but tequila, that is on in and out,
Tequila's evil. And
in and
then,
out. That is bad.
yeah, I'm trying to think which birthday. Second year, so it would have been my 20th birthday. I was in Skeg, so
Skeg,
drink was all it's just
Skeg Vegas.
the Vegas of Skeg. There was a pub called the Bell, um, and they used to do happy hour. So it used to be buy a pint of beer or pint of Coke or lemonade, and you'd get a second one for it. Well, I don't do lager at the best times, never did. Hate the taste of it, it's awful. So I went down there with my boss, who, let's just say, it liked a few beers.
Ah.
And I probably had sunk 4 or 5 pints that afternoon. Bear in mind, I still had to work in the evening. So managed to sober up before going on shift. And then I was on shift. And then when you were working, the only thing you were allowed to accept from people was soft drinks or half a lager. Couldn't have half a cider or anything else. It had to be lager. And because I didn't drink, because people always buy me lemonade, Coke, like all the resident, all the people that owned caravans, there were a lot of regulars that year. Why would you would want to own a caravan in this place? I don't know. But bless them, they did. Yeah, so they were buying me half lagers into the evening. So then, of course, I'm drinking it, dressed up in the character, which is the quickest way to sober up. So if you ever need to sober up quickly, on a character skin and go and dance around on the stage under the lights, it will sober you up. So that
Oh.
was drunk time number two. And then we went out clubbing afterwards. And then again, because no one knew what I was into drinking, they would just ply me with any. I was so hungover the following day that my boss came round to the caravan because the girl's phoning him going, she can't get out of bed. She is that bad. He didn't believe it, so he come round to my caravan, and there's me just like in bed. He's like, "Yeah, don't come in today." You imagine, like, there was no way I was fit to go and run like kids club or anything like that. And I
Can
think
you imagine?
the smell.
Oh.
But we were playing when I don't remember a lot about the evening, but there was photographic evidence, and it's not something I'm going to share on here. It's fine. I'm not going to give you the photo. In fact, I would have to go and physically find a photo. It's not on the. But I remember we were trying to invent games that night, and then it came up with pant hoopla. So you get a can of drink and you throw a pair of pants over and like land
Ah, okay.
the leg of your pants over the can. Who thought this was a good idea? I don't know.
Where
And
did
then
the
I
pants
stuck
come from?
the washing, like
Ah,
clean
okay.
washing, not
Okay.
dirty. And then for some reason, I decided to try and defrost the freezer. I'm very intriguing drunk, apparently, but it's not. It's probably a good reason I don't drink anymore because I'd end up doing something stupid.
Oh my gosh.
I was just
That's
getting it out there before everyone,
yeah.
like anyone that you saw would be like, oh my god. And then the first year we had a vicar and tart party. I was
Nice.
literally, we were talking about the other day, a couple of us met up, and I was like, oh my god, do you remember that party? Um, I don't remember much of it other than I wasn't overly girly. Like I did well because I like when I went out clubbing, I didn't really like go for like buying. I didn't have loads of money, so I didn't buy loads of clothes. And I can't. I don't know what to wear to this party because I can't dress as a tart because I just didn't have that stuff. But nor could I dress as a vicar. So we decided to improvise. So I had my black court shoes from work and I had a few pairs. So because I had a ridiculously large feet, all the boys were nabbing my shoes and going as tarts as well. So I decided to improvise and make a mini skirt and knee-high boots from black bin liners and sellotape.
Oh,
after a
okay.
few after a few drinks. There wasn't a lot left. I mean, I had shorts and a top on underneath, like I was clothed. but I couldn't walk by the end of the evening, and I remember it's the latest time I ever got back, but 5 o'clock in the morning, leaving the club, and then had to get across to our accommodation, which was like a block of like apartments, um, and I was like, the safest thing I can do is crawl, so I was crawling over the crawling back to the apartment block. But there were people turning up for holiday, and it was like me with like bin
No.
liners hanging off me. No, no real clue what was going on, other than all these headlights, thinking, "Oh my goodness, I hope they don't recognise me tomorrow." And then I don't know why, but I went into my bedroom, got the quilt out, came back into the front room, and fell asleep on the front room floor. Why I didn't go into bed, I don't know. My roommate came in the following morning and went, "What the hell's going on?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't remember anything."
I say the drunk brain, like when it's not in, in a positive, when it's in a positive way, is the most messed up. But at the time, you're like, this idea is genius. Like I once I once got in at a particular time, but around 3 a.m., I decided, oh, I'm gonna make meatball subs. So I made meatball meatballs from scratch. Well, I heat them up. I can't quite remember if they were pre-packaged frozen ones or if I actually made them from it. But I used all the sauce and all this stuff in a sub. Now, 3 a.m., drunk as hell, wearing a white shirt. I wake
Oh,
I woke up. I ate it. Yeah, in the front room in a chair. I woke up and I looked like I had been in some kind of mafia hit. Like I was absolutely
yeah, I shot with meatballs.
just covered. And then obviously, well, so I think what was, and this is where the this is where bring it to modern day and the excitement of things. Like it was stained, it was proper stained, and then it went through one last time. All of a sudden, it was like perfect again. It was mental. Like I thought it
Are
was a
you
goner.
sure? Are you sure that someone didn't buy a
Yeah,
replacement and put it in the washing machine?
I'm a
You're
hundred
messing with your
percent.
head.
It was crazy. I was like, wow, that was a good idea. But oh no, I mean, in mine and my good lady wife's early days, and this would have been early days, and we had been out having a few drinky pops, and she was making. We got back and she was making food that she used to do. Haley, if you're listening, you don't do that anymore. I do it all, and yeah, that kind of late night, little something. And apparently, I walked from the front room through past the kitchen to the stairs, carrying a small drinks table, no trousers on. I was like, I'm going to bed. I'll see you in the morning. And I just walked upstairs with a little coffee table. No idea why. She thought it was hilarious. That was that.
Do I remember, like, because back when I was living at home, and my so I've got two brothers, the younger of my two brothers, we would annoy each other. Like, if he came in late, he'd come and wake me up, and he'd like, "No, hang on a minute, that's not cool." But if I came in late and he heard I was maybe a little bit messy, he'd just leave me. And one night, I must have been a bit poorly. I don't know how, but I woke up in the bath.
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh, did you not hear me get in last night?" He goes, "Yeah, you sounded really messy. I thought I'd just leave you." Cheers. I really appreciate that.
Thanks then.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm really lucky because my two don't come in late like that. Not they have done, but or I think 3 o'clock in the morning one morning, my eldest was on a train back and missed apparently it didn't stop off at our stop.
That old
And
chestnut, yeah.
yeah, and it went all the way into the forest, and he's like, "Oh, uh, yeah, the train doesn't stop. I'm walking back from areas miles away," and I'm like, "There are no main roads. It's literally through the forest." I'm like, and he had a black coat on,
Oh
middle of
my
winter. I'm
God.
like, this is just asking for trouble. I was like, "Wait there, I will come and pick you up." So he's walking down the front road, the main road rather, And the police pull him out and like say, "Oh, like he goes, that's my mum coming. I'm literally on the phone to her." Just like they were just about to give him a lift home. I'm like, "Crack! If I'd have left it another 10
You
minutes,
get
I could have avoided having to get out of bed."
police once dropped my unconscious head on a brick front door step, but I am not going into that story. Um, God, I mean, dearie me, and
I think
it's
this
far
is
too
why
many
I'm
stories.
anti-drinking now. Like the boys tell me stuff I don't want to hear it.
Well,
It's because I knew what I got up to, and I'm just like, no.
exactly. That's what worries me as well. And I mean, I know my eldest lad. I mean, he's only ever told me one story, and he was a student in Portsmouth, and he wasn't from Portsmouth, so I didn't really know the area, but he'd been living there a little while. And he was basically, I don't know if he was passed out or just a bit poorly or whatever, but two very kind strangers took him back to where he was living. And luckily they were
Yes.
nice strangers because he had all his stuff. He got in, and but I was like, mate, you don't. I was like, from now on, don't tell me anything else. Like, don't tell me anything. I don't want to know. It gives me I don't want to know because again, I know even when I was old enough to know better, I know. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to refrain. Right, Kate.
I'm
Here we-
still thinking, oh my goodness, my dad doesn't know these stories. And
yeah,
I've just put it out on the podcast. He listens to this and be like,
let me. Well, I know I've got a few others, but quite a few others. But my stepdad listens, and maybe we'll save those for another time. Maybe one behind a paywall, so you actually have to pay to get the story. Kate, do we have an Alcopops quiz, which I'm quite excited to see how this
um,
goes.
well, yeah, we can have a standard quiz or we can have an alternative quiz because I like to come up with options for you.
Do you know what? I was kind of hoping it was just going to be, I know there's going to be a 24 bottles of Smirnoff Ice stamp on my doorstep and we're just going to smash them. Oh,
Oh,
and do you remember Strawpedos?
no.
So you get the
I,
bottle.
I don't want a pedo in any kind.
oh, oh, you got the bottle. You put a straw in, and you pull the straw kind of over the rim, so of the bottle.
It's not getting
But
any better.
that created kind of the air thing. So when you drink it, you don't have to kind of it just comes straight down into your gullet rather than needing to I don't know like I think the bubbles think I don't know the science, but get some water in a bottle, straw wrap around it, and you'll just find that you can just do it. My friend could do it in like 5 seconds. It was crazy. But strawpedos, if you remember strawpedos, what's your best time? Okay, right. What's your two options for? What's your options for? Wait, no. What's your options for
Don't want to know
quizzes?
what's gone through my head. It's fine. Let's
If
just say it's
it's
Epstein Island related.
straws, straws, pedos,
Right.
and rims. Yes, go.
It's not making
Uh,
it any better. Right. You could have 5 standard questions, or you could have a open-ended one where you can score as many points as you can possibly score.
oh, I'm assuming the open-ended one is name as many as I can.
Uh, VKs, all the different
Oh,
flavors.
they had more than one.
Yeah, they had a
They
lot of flavor. They had more flavors than I realized.
Oh, because that's the fun one. But I don't think I'd know. I'd just be making up fruits, basically. Let's go to 5 questions because then it won't just be lots of me going, I don't know.
Oh, I tell you what, we'll put the VK one out to the audience and
Ah."
see how many they can get. There you go.
That is a cracking idea. Actually,
There
that's a
you
very
go.
good idea.
Okie dokie. Right. So, question number 1: what was the original flavour of hooch?
Orange.
No,
Really?
really?
Oh, then I'm going to say watermelon.
No.
Okay, then I changed my answer to pineapple.
Still no.
Was it just vodka? That is a. Oh,
No.
I think I've only ever tried the orange one. I don't
What's it on
raspberry.
the original label? Think the original label, and there was a fruit on there.
blackberry, raspberry, strawberry. No, I don't know.
We would have been better off with the VK one. No, it's lemon.
Do you know what? I kept thinking of them, but I was like, well, who would make a lemon-based vodka drink? That's weird. No wonder they switched to orange.
I don't know, maybe Smirnoff Ice.
That's not lemon flavored, is it?
Oh,
That's
it's
kind of.
supposed to be. It was more washing up liquid
It
flavour
was a
than,
bit
yeah.
washy up liquid flavour. I
To
just
be
thought it had
fair,
its own unique taste. I didn't realise it was meant to be lemon.
at the end of the night when I was drinking the blackcurrant ones, I used to have a Smirnoff Ice because I thought, oh, at least if I'm going to be sick, it will taste of washed up liquid.
See that?
It will
That is
cleanse the
this.
palate.
That is a drunk brain at this peak. That is that kind of reasoning is peak.
This is why it shouldn't get drunk anymore.
Yeah.
Um, what country is credited with the drink Two Dogs?
Two dogs.
Yeah, Two Dogs. That's not what you pulled of an evening,
When
but
two dogs go to war. Yeah, that's not what they're for. I didn't even know two dogs existed, so I'm going to say Czechoslovakia.
Australia.
Ah, like two dogs, mate. Do you want to get colour two dogs?
Okay, and then what is the base spirit of a breezer?
Oh, Bacardi. I was like, oh, what is it? And I just said, thought of the full
That's why I
name.
didn't call it Bacardi Breezer. But yeah, it's rum, so Bacardi,
Yeah,
yeah.
I like
So
a Bacardi breather. I'm
um,
gonna have an old school night and just drink Bacardi breezers. I think.
I think like Copperberg's the kind of current equivalent. Like flavored ciders and flavored gins
It
are
is,
like the
isn't
modern
it?
day the equivalent. Yeah.
It actually is. I don't know why. What's up with Copperberg's cans being so small? That's what I don't like. Anyway,
Well,
that's a different conversation.
and why do I get ID'd for buying the non-alcoholic ones?
Yeah.
So, um, uh, so alcopops are associated with which cultural music movement?
Britpop.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
I didn't
And
know this,
what?
so but you're right. Yeah. Well, they both were around at the same time. The music and yeah,
Yeah,
fair play.
there you go. Look. And then finally, why was there a big backlash for alcopops?
Was it because they were almost targeted for the young? They were like cool for kids.
Exactly that. It was because it was encouraging underage drinking. I don't know why, seeing as we both alluded to that.
Yeah, I mean they tasted like dishwater, and I don't know, were they 5%? Maybe a
It was
bit
just like
less.
drinking alcoholic fizzy pop, wasn't it? That was it.
It's
That
like
was
a
the whole.
shandy, really, wasn't it?
I
Just had
don't
enough of
know.
them. Have
Don't
enough of them.
know. I spent way too much on them, and I think that's where my my dislike of alcohol is. If I'm going to spend that much on getting in that state, I'd rather just throw my money down the drain rather than bring it up again.
Rather than bring it up again. Yeah. Oh, I'm lucky. I don't throw up. Um, I'm what some people call a professional.
But alcohol
Yeah.
consumer. So say
Uh,
we're drunk and people wanted to follow us then, Jeff, how can they follow us?
if they're drunk and want to follow us, then you can find us at Stickle Bricks and Chill on what's it called? Facebook and Instagram. You can listen and watch clips if you go onto the YouTube and do Stickle Bricks and Chill or Big Wes Media where they're housed. So don't get confused. Don't worry, everything's there. And I am getting
Recommend us
better
to your
at
friends as well.
clippage. Send us to your friends.
I said recommend us to your
Oh
friends.
right, I was like, he's gonna
No,
send me somewhere. Like, who is your friend first? Introduce
well,
me.
although a nice segue into next week's episode.
Oh, that was pretty good, wasn't it? But you can email your friends and us actually at sticklebricksandchill at gmail.com. Before we get into next week's episodes, do also find things like Geoff Jones' Friends Make It Better, Big Wes Media, and I'd Watch That, which are other fun things that you can listen to with your ears. Okay, what's it we're listening? We are chatting about next week?
Well, also, if they want to follow my comedy stuff, they can find me at
Yes.
Kate Penfield Comedy, because we never dropped that one in either. So
Do
yeah,
that.
so
I
you can
did it
find
last
that.
week. I did it last
Yeah.
week when I was
Well,
saying about your thing. But yes,
you gave me a little
definitely.
plug.
And
Yeah.
the journey of Edinburgh and everything
Ah.
after that as well. Gonna be
Oh,
amazing.
it's not going to be a messy one, that's for sure. Or I'm certainly hoping it's not going to be a messy one. So yeah, so next week episode we're recording very shortly because I won't be here next
You will not
week.
even be here.
I did offer to do a live one from Edinburgh, but Geoff was very insistent to let me just go and.
If you're doing the karaoke, then that's the only way.
Okay, so we are talking all things Friends, as
I'll
in.
be there for you. Like that.
Yeah, but that's the second line, Geoff. You've got to do 2 lines.
I'll be there for you. When the rain starts to fall, I'll be there. Some of that. When I take you to school. No.
So if only you were coming up to do karaoke, you could do it in the style of James Blunt.
I would do that as well. Oh my God, that would be amazing. No, it won't be. Right. Thank you everybody for listening again. Episode, what did we say? 19.
19, yeah, absolutely.
That is more than 18, and it will soon be 20.
Yeah, but then we
crazy.
won't be teenage anymore.
Won't be teenagers anymore. Blimey. Well, time flies when you're having fun. Listen out next week for episode 20, which will pretend that we're in the midst of Kate's fun-filled week in Edinburgh. And we'll just say how great everything is, because it ultimately will be. Kate, any final words?
No, thanks very much for drinking and listening.
Thanks very much for drinking. Yes. And remember, drinking isn't clever, but it does make you smart. There you go. Everybody, thank you. And
Catch you later.
until next time, goodbye.
Bye.